Through time travel, Chen Bai became a new student at Handong University. By changing the fate of the characters in the plot, he could receive rewards. As a result, Zhong Xiaoai had 3 children before graduating. Wake up Qi Tongwei, who is preparing to propose to Liang Lu.Incorporate Wu Liuyi, who was injured and discharged from the military. Save the 3 teams of Cheng Bing who are about to be imprisoned. Gao Qiqiang, who sells fish in the vegetable market. To avenge and apprehend the real culprit for Zhu Ling, a talented woman from the capital. Chen Bai believes that in this turbulent world of 04 Shadow Ensemble, there shouldn't be so much difficulty in calming down. Feilu Novel Network reminds you that this novel and its characters are purely fictional. If there are any similarities, they are purely coincidental and should not be imitated. 1. Truncated Hu Zhong Xiao'ai. You are listening at Novel Full.Audio. Handong University, Spring of 2004. In the piercing cold wind, Ho Liangping stood trembling downstairs in the girls' dormitory for almost an hour before waiting for Zhong Xiaoai. Xiao'ai, you're here. I bought your favorite fruit. When Ho Liangping saw the sweet and beautiful Zhong Xiaoai, the displeasure in his heart caused by waiting for too long was instantly swept away. He has been relentlessly pursuing Zhong Xiaoai for quite some time now. The two were classmates in high school, and their elders also knew each other. Ho Liangping believed that the two were perfect childhood sweethearts. Although he was repeatedly rejected by Zhong Xiaoai in high school, Ho Liangping still didn't give up. Now that he is attending the same university, he feels like he has the upper hand when he is close to water. Of course, Ho Liangping's unrequited love affair cannot be considered too pure. Zhong Xiaoai is a low-key person, and others in school only consider her as a new student. Only Ho Liangping knew how terrifying the origin of this girl was. As long as Zhong Xiaoai's heart is taken, it's only a matter of time before he can rise to success. However, at this moment, Ho Liangping was infatuated, only to receive a slight frown from Zhong Xiaoai. Monkey, don't give me anything in the future. Why are you being polite to me? Zhong Xiaoai stared at Ho Liangping for a moment, then pursed her lips and said. Monkey, don't do this anymore. I'm afraid Chen Bai will misunderstand. What? Ho Liangping's face was immediately bewildered by this sentence. Chen Bai is one of his roommates and a new student in the political and legal department of Handong. Do you know Chen Bai? At this moment, Ho Liangping's face turned pale and he already had a bad premonition in his heart. Zhong Xiaoai hesitated for a moment and said. Monkey, I tell you, you must keep a secret from me, especially not to tell my family. I'm with Chen Bai now. As soon as these words were spoken, Ho Liangping felt as if he had been struck by a bolt from the blue, and his eyes widened in an instant. This is like him guarding a spiritual medicine for over 3 years, during which he remained steadfast. Seeing that the elixir had grown and could be picked, it was casually picked up by Chen Bai who happened to pass by. Chen Bai, I'll knock on you. Ho Liangping's face changed from white to red, from red to green, and finally black as the bottom of a pot. He turned around and was about to leave. At this moment, Zhong Xiaoai suddenly took out a beautifully packaged box of chocolates, her pretty face blushing slightly. Monkey, can you help me take this to Chen Bai and tell him to meet him at the same place tonight? Another bolt from the blue shattered Ho Liangping's heart to the ground. Male dormitory, 501 dormitory. With a loud bang, the dormitory door was violently kicked open, and then Ho Liangping stormed in anger. In the dormitory, Chen Bai, Chen Hai, and Qi Tongwei were all stunned for a moment, not knowing what Ho Liangping was up to. It has been over a month since the start of school, and these 4 people in the dormitory have already become familiar with each other. Ho Liangping, this kid, usually wears a skin on his face and doesn't smile. He looks quite deep in the city. How could he be like an angry bull today? What's wrong, monkey? Honest Chen Hai asked with a caring expression on his face. Ouyang ignored him without any reason, his gaze fixed on Chen Bai, and he threw the things in his hand in front of Chen Bai. Chen Bai, what do you mean by stepping on a horse? Seeing that there was about to be a conflict, Chen Bai appeared calm with a smile on his face. Qi Tongwei, who was originally on the upper bunk, immediately flipped over and jumped down, without saying a word, blocking in front of Chen Bai. There are 4 people in the dormitory. Chen Hai is a kind-hearted person, but Qi Tongwei has the best relationship with Chen Bai. Everyone can tell that if there is a fight now, Qi Tongwei will definitely help Chen Bai. Get out of here, it's none of your business. Ouyang is indeed furious at this moment, and coupled with his usual disdain for Qi Tongwei who comes out of the village, his words are even more disrespectful at this moment. Chen Bai, I'm asking you, when did you ride a horse and hook up with Xiao'ai? Chen Bai patted Qi Tongwei on the back and walked forward with a calm smile on his face. What did you have for lunch? Your mouth smells so bad. Chen Bai, are you still shameless when you quietly snatch my girlfriend? Chen Bai chuckled and knew from the moment Ouyang stormed into the door that it was because of something. Your girlfriend. Does Xiao'ai know about this? Ouyang was so hateful that he almost bit his back teeth apart. I've been chasing Xiao'ai since high school. I came to Handong University also for Xiao'ai. Oh, then it's better to come early than to come coincidentally. I'll go to you. Ouyang finally couldn't bear it anymore and just punched him. However, Chen Bai was already prepared for this and quickly dodged. At the same time, Qi Tongwei kicked Ouyang in the knee. There are 4 people in the dormitory, and Qi Tongwei has the highest score in the fighting class and is also the best at fighting. So at this moment, without using Chen Bai's hands, Qi Tongwei only knocked Ouyang down with a few strokes. Qi Tongwei doesn't care who is right or wrong. He treats Chen Bai as his brother and hits whoever Chen Bai wants to hit. The reason is simple. In the vast Handong University, there is only Chen Bai, who truly respects him as a rural child from a difficult background. A few minutes later, the kind-hearted Chen Hai helped Ouyang, who was bleeding from his nostrils, to the water room to scrub. You can tell from Ouyang's sinister and resentful gaze when he left that this matter is not over yet. He may not be able to beat Qi Tongwei and Chen Bai, but he has other advantages. For example, background. The host has successfully changed the fate of the plot character Ouyang by 73%, and the reward S.level treasure box has been received. Upon hearing the system prompt sound in his mind, Chen Bai slightly raised the corners of his mouth. I have been traveling to this world of film and television for over a month now. Chen Bai found that he not only became a freshman in the class of 04 at Handong University, but also became the roommate of Ouyang, Qi Tongwei, and Chen Hai, and unexpectedly activated a fate system. As long as you rewrite the fate of these plot characters, you can receive system rewards. The greater the magnitude of the change in fate, the richer the rewards the system receives. For example, at this moment, Ouyang's fate has even been directly rewritten by over 70%. Zhong Xiaoai became Chen Bai's girlfriend, and Ouyang naturally had no role to play, so there wouldn't be the same level of success as in the original plot. Although he has some background in his own family, he is far behind this father.in.law route. The elders of the Ho family are just old subordinates of the elders of the Zhong family. Therefore, this change will directly create an S.level treasure chest for Chen Bai. You should know that when establishing a romantic relationship with Zhong Xiaoai, Chen Bai also obtained a treasure chest because it changed her fate. But that change was only 19%, and the reward was just a B.level treasure chest. It's not surprising to think about it now. After all, a girl like Zhong Xiaoai is born with a noble destiny. Whoever she marries will have a smooth sailing life without much room for rewriting. As Chen Bai was looking at the system page in his mind, Qi Tongwei wiped his hands and said with a slightly strange expression. Xiao Bai, your girlfriend, is that Zhong Xiaoai? Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. If you want to die, you will die in your hands. You are listening at Novel Full.Audio. At this time in 2004, Zhong Xiaoai was only 21 years old, which was the most youthful and beautiful age for a girl. When Zhong Xiaoai appeared in the original plot, she was already in her 30s, but she could still be considered a beauty, let alone her appearance at the age of 20. So even though few people in Handong University know her background, Zhong Xiaoai still has a lot of fame. She is one of the 3 school flowers of the 2004 freshmen. Therefore, at this moment, when Zhong Xiaoai obediently strolled around the campus holding Chen Bai, some passing boys would give Chen Bai envious, jealous and hateful looks. The monkey didn't get into a fight with you, did he? Anyway, it's just a matter of being young. The two families also know each other, and Zhong Xiaoai doesn't want to get into too much trouble because of this kind of thing. It's okay. Zhong Xiaoai has a tall and slender figure of 1.67 meters, but beside Chen Bai, who is 1.88 meters tall, she still appears to be a little bird and a person. At this moment, she held Chen Bai's arm and, like all the young girls in love, her heart was filled with happiness. Have you eaten the chocolate? Eating it, it's not sweet. Zhong Xiaoai grinned and twisted Chen Bai's waist. Wild boars can't eat fine bran. Good chocolate is not sweet, this is my home. Zhong Xiaoai suddenly changed the topic as she spoke. She has always kept her mouth shut about her family, even when it comes to her boyfriend Chen Bai. She didn't want other chaotic factors to affect her love with Chen Bai. She really wants to accompany Chen Bai as an ordinary girl. Of course, what Zhong Xiaoai didn't know was that from the first glance she saw her on the campus in Handong, Chen Bai knew everything about her family. Unconsciously, the two of them had already walked into the small forest. Although Handong University is a bit different from ordinary universities, there are still places like love holy sites. The school doesn't care much about students falling in love. We are all adults now, and it's the age of hormonal agitation that we can't control. Of course, what sets Handong University apart from other universities is that there aren't as many small hotels near the campus. Don't make a fuss. Feeling Chen Bai's slightly restless hand, Zhong Xiaoai blushed slightly and pinched him. Although we have been talking for more than 10 days, the progress of the two is actually quite limited, and they haven't even made it to second base yet. After all, girls like Zhong Xiaoai are not the kind of female college students who casually hand themselves over. Xiao Bai, could you sing Miss Zhong to me again? I want to hear it again. Miss Zhong is actually the song Miss Dong from a previous life. In this lifetime, Zhong Xiaoai also fell into this song. Chen Bai himself is tall and handsome, and with an original exclusive love song, even a girl like Zhong Xiaoai can't resist it at all. A beautiful love song written for her, this thing is a killer for any female college student. I didn't bring my guitar today. Sing it out loud, you sing it out loud too. Chen Bai showed a wicked smile. Lack of motivation. Zhong Xiaoai gave him a delicate white glance, her face slightly red, and tiptoed to peck at Chen Bai's face. That's it. Chen Bai knew that for girls like Zhong Xiaoai, we couldn't act too hastily, we had to proceed step by step. So he nodded in satisfaction. I'll sing you a new song today. You're writing a new song again. A girl like Zhong Xiaoai has little attraction to her in terms of background, wealth, or simple appearance. Only talent can truly touch her soul. Xiao Bai, actually I think you shouldn't study politics and law. You should become a singer, and you will definitely become a superstar. In this world of film and television, Chen Bai's good songs from his past life never appeared at all. So the path Zhong Xiaoai mentioned is not impossible either. But Chen Bai knew very well that in this world, top singers may enter the upper echelons, but ultimately they are just actors. Chen Bai, I heard that those singers can't come up with a new song for a year and a half. How could you write a song so fast? Chen Bai looked at Zhong Xiaoai and said. After being with you, I have never lacked inspiration. Zhong Xiaoai's face instantly turned red, but her eyes unconsciously curved into crescent moon. You can say it. Not long after, the two of them sat by the lake on the campus of Handong University, and Chen Bai sang the song, If I Want to Die, I'll Die in Your Hands. If it's not you who personally ignited it, then it can't be called a flame. If it's not you who touched it with your own hands, then it can't be called a gem. You finally appeared. We just had a face meeting, and this heart was rotten. This world will collapse completely. Zhong Xiaoai's body trembled slightly, her eyes slightly moist, and she was completely immersed in Chen Bai's singing. Chen Bai's singing is magnetic, profound, and also carries a charming sadness. Of course, this is the effect brought by the professional singing skills exchanged from the B.level treasure chest he brushed off from Zhong Xiaoai. The skills rewarded by the system, even if they are only at level B, are quite impressive. It's not you who killed it with your own hands. Living on is meaningless. You finally appeared. We just had a face meeting. This heart is rotten, and the whole world collapses. If you want to die in this life, you must die in your hands. Chen Bai hasn't finished singing a song yet, and the other little lovers by the lake are almost gone. Some girls actually don't want to leave and want to hear Chen Bai finish singing, but they are all forcibly pulled away by their boyfriends with complex expressions. Before leaving, those boys were cursing Chen Bai in their hearts. Hey buddy, let's all put this on for dating. Where are you getting involved? You're so romantic, how can we play? At night, Zhong Xiaoai couldn't fall asleep when she returned to her dormitory. Chen Bai's song kept echoing in her mind. Zhong Xiaoai is not an arrogant girl, but her natural background determines that her vision is extremely high. It is said that a young girl is pregnant with spring, but before Chen Bai appeared, Zhong Xiaoai had never really been attracted to any boy. Before this, Zhong Xiaoai even felt that she should never have love in her lifetime. Perhaps when I get older, accept my family's arrangements, find a man who matches my family, and complete a marriage alliance based on evidence and treatment, this will be the end of my life. But since Chen Bai appeared, everything has changed. Buzz, buzz, buzz. It's 2004 now, and mobile phones are still a rare item. Not many people in society are willing to buy phones, let alone college students. Of course, Zhong Xiaoai has a mobile phone. At this moment, when you pick it up, it's her mother calling. Smart as Zhong Xiaoai, seeing this phone call inevitably makes my heart sink. My mother called in the evening, either something happened at home or that guy Ho Yangping harbored a grudge and reported her love story. As expected, as soon as Zhong Xiaoai answered the phone, she recognized her mother's unfriendly tone. Xiao'ai, are you in love? Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. 3. Take Qi Tongwei to an internet cafe. You are listening at novel full.audio. The people of the Zhong family, no matter how angry they are, will not curse loudly. But Zhong Ma's somewhat gloomy tone already indicates that she is here to provoke criticism. The Zhong family is not old-fashioned and does not allow their daughter to date during college. But the Zhong family cannot accept that their precious gem has been abducted by a wild boy. Of course, Zhong Mama is angry. It's likely that Ho Yangping said something bad. At this point, Zhong Xiaoai didn't hide anything and decided to face it honestly. That person is also a student of Handong. Yes. Where are you from? What does your family do at home? Zhong Xiaoai frowned at the words. His family passed away early, just an ordinary family. There was a moment of silence on the other side of the phone, followed by a sigh. Xiao'ai, you are also old now. Dating is indeed your freedom, and my mother also believes that the boys you can fall in love with will not be very bad. But as a parent, my mother still hopes that you can protect yourself and know what to do and what not to do. Zhong Mama is not the kind of confused parents who hear that their children are in love and feel like the sky is falling. Smart parents know that the more you stop a child from falling in love, the more determined their child becomes. Sometimes the opposition of family members can elevate love and create a sense of tragedy for young people in love, fighting against the world for love. On the contrary, if family members do not object, young couples may break up due to personality differences and their own interactions. And Zhong Mama also knew her daughter's stubborn temper, so she didn't say much at all. In her opinion, a child from an ordinary family may be handsome and strong, but in the end, their background is too low and their vision is limited. Over time, when he reveals his own flaws and limitations, he naturally cannot attract girls like Zhong Xiaoai. It is said that toads want to eat swan meat. That day, was goose meat so easy to eat? Just as Zhong Xiaoai's heart warmed and her eyes slightly turned red, she heard a faint sentence from Zhong's mother on the phone. Ho Liangping, this kid, stay away from him in the future. He's young and cunning, not as straightforward as a boy. Having such a child, the whole family may suffer losses in the future. On the other hand, Chen Bai still didn't know about the conversation between the Zhong family mother and daughter about him. And at this moment, he didn't stay in his dormitory as usual. Instead, he pulled Qi Tongwei and ran to the internet cafe outside the school. Qi Tongwei is actually a bit unwilling. He was raised by the villagers to attend university for him. From the first day he stepped onto campus, Qi Tongwei made up his mind to make good progress and repay those who have shown kindness to him in the future. In addition, he is so poor that he has to earn his own living expenses through work and study in the school cafeteria. So he really doesn't have the qualifications, nor does he have time to leisurely play and enjoy college time like other boys. But at this moment, Chen Bai pulled him and he didn't say anything. Xiao Bai, I don't know how to play games, I haven't played them before. Qi Tongwei is young after all. Although he is extremely disciplined, he still has a curiosity and wants to know what his peers enjoy playing with. However, as soon as these words were spoken, Chen Bai gave him a blank glance. Who said they brought you to play games? We're here to make money. Ah. Yes, Chen Bai's background may not be as good as Qi Tongwei's strictly speaking. He doesn't even have a family member, and he has to earn his college tuition on his own. However, as a traveler, Chen Bai cannot go to the cafeteria to earn such a meager salary like Qi Tongwei. Although this is the world of film and television, the overall timeline is similar to that of Blue Star's development in 2004. Chen Bai is very clear that in this turbulent era, there are really many opportunities to make money. The fastest source of money is the internet, which is just emerging. Due to their tight budget, the two of them started a machine, along with a pack of 3 yuan red plum cigarettes and a 1 yuan 1-liter container of wall-mounted mineral water. Watching Chen Bai operate on the computer for half a day, Qi Tongwei felt a bit confused. Sina.com. Xiao Bai, you can make money by registering this thing. What's the use of this thing? Yes, although Chen Bai knows that there are many opportunities on the internet, he has no its skills and can do very limited things. After thinking about it, there were few ways for him to make fast money on the internet in 2004. Seizing domain names is one of them. These days, many people don't even know what the internet is, let alone what domain names are. The way to make money by registering domain names first and selling them to the company has not yet been discovered by anyone. So Chen Bai decided to take action. He first checked and found that the layout of the world's commercial map is similar to that of Blue Star in 2004. So he simply preempted the registration of the domain names of some internet companies that would appear in recent years and become famous later. In addition, Chen Bai also left a post on a technology forum with the highest traffic at present, stating that these domains are in his own hands and leaving a public phone number for his male dormitory. He seizes domain names just to sell for money, and if someone wants to buy them, they have to make sure they can find him. Anyway, Chen Bai is not greedy and won't speak up like a lion. Registering a domain name doesn't cost much money, which is similar to zero cost, so he made up his mind to sell it for money and accumulate the original capital. Anyway, selling as much as possible is profitable. As long as he has the first start-up capital in his hand, Chen Bai can do more next. Xiao Bai, why do I think it's a bit unreliable? If you want to make money, I'll tell the cafeteria director that there's still a shortage of dishwashers. Working and studying in the cafeteria doesn't earn much, but it's enough to save some living expenses and add a resume to the file. Chen Bai lit a cigarette and glanced at Qi Tongwei. It's impossible to work in this lifetime. Weizi, once your buddy's domain name is sold, don't wash dishes in the cafeteria. I'll help you make a fortune. Qi Tongwei couldn't help but laugh and cry. He smoked a cigarette until it burned his butt before throwing it away, smiling. Xiao Bai, don't act recklessly. It doesn't matter if you are poor or rich now. It's the right thing for us to enter the system in the future. Don't lose out on small things. Qi Tongwei actually feels the same way about Chen Bai, who has no relatives or support, wanting to make money. There are 4 people in the dormitory. Chen Hai and Ouyang Ping are both eunuch children, while he and Chen Bai come from pure ox and horse backgrounds. Children like them, if they want to turn over, not to mention climbing up the first and second floors, even if they just climb out of the basement, they need to pay a price 10 times or 100 times. Qi Tongwei is 1 year older than Chen Bai, and they have a good relationship. He always feels that he should fulfill his responsibility as an older brother, take good care of Chen Bai, and not let him go astray. Since the beginning of the school year, Qi Tongwei has been determined to be a lifelong good brother with Chen Bai. While the two were chatting, a young girl dressed in unconventional and extremely punk attire stood silently behind them, her eyes fixed on Chen Bai's computer screen. Qi Tongwei turned around and was startled. This girl's unconventional attire looks like a ghost under the dim lights of an internet cafe. Classmate, who are you? At the same time, when Chen Bai turned around, he couldn't help but be taken aback. He recognizes this non-mainstream girl. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. For Genius programmer Ouyang Mofei. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Non-mainstream girls actually have good looks, but they don't look like serious people when they put on makeup and have a lip stud. The girl pointed to the computer screen and asked. Are you registering a domain name? Tisk, it's a bit interesting. In this era of internet cafes, 8 out of 10 machines are playing Legend, and the remaining 2 are playing Adventure Island. The web page for registering domain names by Chen Bai appears quite unique. At this moment, Chen Bai had no other thoughts and was filled with shock. Because this non-mainstream girl is a character in a TV drama he has watched in his past life, but not in the name of the people. If he's not mistaken, this girl seems to be the genius female programmer Ouyang Mofei among the troublemakers. However, at this moment, Ouyang's attire was even more exaggerated, and he looked a bit younger, as if he was not yet 18 years old. Why did Ouyang Mofei appear here? Chen Bai had no time to think much, but the appearance of this girl made Chen Bai realize. This may not be simply a film and television world set in the name of the people, but a world where various films and TV dramas blend together. I only had contact with people like Ouyang Ping, Zhong Xiaoai, and Qi Tongwei before, probably because he was at Handong University and didn't go out much. At this moment, even if you come to an internet cafe, you can easily infiltrate Ouyang Mofei, a troublemaker elite. So, will there be any other characters from movies and TV shows suddenly appearing in the future? Just as Chen Bai was lost in thought, Ouyang Mofei said with a tug on his face. Do you understand it? Qi Tongwei shook his head in confusion and reached out to point at Chen Bai. I don't understand, he does. Ouyang Mofei looked at Chen Bai for a while and said with a smirk. Are you registering these domain names to sell money? Chen Bai smiled bitterly upon hearing the words. In the drama, Breaking Bad Elite, although Ouyang Mofei dresses strangely and has a unique personality, he is an extremely intelligent and talented programmer. Although it seems that she is not yet an adult in this world, she is estimated to have shown great talent in the internet field. Thinking of this, Chen Bai suddenly had an idea. He thought a lot about the opportunities of making money on the internet, but he was suffering that he could not achieve this without such skills. He doesn't have it, but Ouyang probably has it. Hello, my name is Chen Bai. Chen Bai reached out his hand, and Ouyang didn't mind either. He casually shook hands with him. Ouyang Mofei. Sure enough, Chen Bai didn't mistake anyone, it was her, but at this moment she looked like a delinquent girl who dropped out of school. Do you think registering a domain name can earn money? Ouyang probably noticed what Chen Bai and his companions were doing because he was a bit short of money while wandering outside. This is just a small amount of money. The internet is like a wild gold mine, in which unlimited wealth is waiting for people to dig. As soon as Chen Bai said these words, Ouyang Mofei frowned and sneered. You've already found a gold mine, and you're still drawing 3 yuan worth of red plums. After speaking, Ouyang Mofei was also polite and directly reached out to smoke a cigarette from Chen Bai and his group, lighting it on his own. Chen Bai chuckled and said. 30 years in the East and 30 years in the West, do not deceive young people into poverty. Ouyang, I actually have an idea to make money, but my IT skills are not good. If there is a skilled collaborator, I guarantee that this matter can make a big profit. Tell me about it. Hehe, this is a trade secret. Chen Bai's reckless pursuit had an effect, and Ouyang was curious. I know it, can you tell me? Oh. How do you prove it? Ouyang Mofei rolled his eyes while smoking. She pulled Chen Bai up and sat in front of the computer, her fingers clattering on the keyboard for a while, then lowered her voice and said. I have broken through the charging and timing system of the internet cafe. Now your machine can be played for free, as long as you want to play, provided that it is not discovered by the network administrator. Judging from her proficient appearance, it is estimated that she has done a lot of this before. For a talented programmer like her, the firewall level in internet cafes is simply not impressive. Chen Bai naturally understood her abilities, even though she was not yet an adult, young geniuses were also geniuses. Hungry, go out and find a big food stall to chat with. We'll treat you. Okay. From his unconventional attire, it can be seen that Ouyang Mofei is currently in a period of confusion in his life. In addition, Chen Baichi and Wei both look handsome and don't look like bad guys, so Ouyang may not have any defenses at all. Weizi, give me 100 yuan. Sitting at the roadside stall, Qi Tongwei's eyes widened as Chen Bai spoke. I'm not rich. Stop pretending, I know there are 300 in your left insole and 500 in your right insole. Qi Tongwei gritted his teeth. It's not that he's stingy, but he's really too poor. This 800 yuan is all he has, and it's also his living expenses for the next semester. Chen Bai asked for 100, which is almost like asking for his life. After much thought, Qi Tongwei still took off his shoes in pain and pulled out a wrinkled and slightly damp 100 yuan bill from the insole. Xiao Bai, do you want to fuck her? Damn it, I need to talk to her about some business. Chen Bai never mentioned the matter of repaying the money, and he also regarded Qi Tongwei as his brother in his heart. When he had money, he naturally wouldn't miss Qi Tongwei. As soon as the skewered beer was served, Ouyang didn't hesitate to pick it up and eat it. Judging from her somewhat aggressive eating behavior, it's probably been quite some time since she ate meat. Upon seeing this, Qi Tongwei thought to himself, why didn't I spend my money to buy it? Why didn't I eat it? He even started to eat it recklessly. In this way, the three of them ate and drank without saying a word, until Ouyang Mofei hiccuped profusely before saying anything. Thank you for your meal. Now we can talk about earning money. Chen Bai wiped his mouth, lit another cigarette, and said in a low voice. I want to create a forum. Ouyang was momentarily stunned. Forum. Nowadays, there are not 100 online forums, but there are also 80. Moreover, the monetization ability of this thing is simply not good. Do you want to make money from this? Chen Bai drank a glass of beer to moisten his throat. Of course, what Ouyang Mofei said is clear to him. This year is the peak time for forums, and if the market is not saturated, at least it cannot be the first to eat crabs. Moreover, compared to other companies, his funds cannot be said to be completely depleted, at least it can be said that he has no money at all. Spending 100 yuan on barbecue, he had to search for Qi Tongwei's insoles. The forum I want to create is different from those professional forums. Netizens can create their own sections, which are called forums but actually circles. For example, if you like legends, there is a legend section. If you like raising cats, there is a cat-raising communication section. If you like a celebrity, you can also create a celebrity-exclusive section. Rather than being a forum, I would rather name this thing Tiba. Cheng Bing outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. 5 more pits, Qi Tongwei, 300 yuan. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Chen Bai didn't tell Ouyang Mofei how to make money from Tiba. But he knows that the stickiness and traffic of this circle-based forum far exceed those of highly professional forums. After retiring from Tiba in her previous life, Dunyang became popular for 10 years before gradually falling into desolation. Moreover, Chen Bai knows that Durian will be listed soon in 2004, and the company urgently needs to acquire various internet industries to strengthen its strength. He vaguely remembers that Dunyang purchased a HAO 123 navigation page for 35 million yuan before going public. At this point, the Tieba model has not yet emerged, so what Chen Bai wants to do is to make a big Tieba and sell it to Dunyang. Qi Tongwei is right. They will all enter the system in the future, and then they cannot engage in commercial activities under their own name. Chen Bai, who did not want to live a difficult life, decided that before graduation, at least he had to earn enough money for retirement. Of course, he still has 4 years left, and it's not urgent yet. How about it, can one person do it? Do you underestimate me? In theory, building a platform like Tieba requires a team to operate it. What is genius? Genius is used to break conventions. Ouyang Mofei calculated in her heart, and according to Chen Bai's request, she could do it alone, at most getting a little tired. How much money can I get by doing this with you? No matter how much we earn, I'll give you 5 points, and we can sign a contract. Chen Bai knew that Ouyang was an absolute talent. What he wants to do in the future is not only about stickers, but also about many IT industry projects. So since Ouyang had met him, he must surrender. I can't guarantee anything else, just talk about this barbecue. In the future, you can eat it every day until you vomit. Ouyang Mofei was amused. She didn't actually have a clear concept of how much money to earn, even though she ran out to work as a miner. What she wants to do more is something interesting. Now she thinks Chen Bai is quite interesting. Whether or not you make money, let alone play with him for the time being. Anyway, it's also idle. After the infrastructure is built, there must always be an initial section. Chen Bai nodded and said. Let's start with the campus bar. The first section of the post bar is called the Handong University bar, and I will be responsible for the promotion and publicity. Qi Tongwei looked bewildered all the way on the side. He is a smart person who can understand what Chen Bai and these two are doing. But he thinks the conversation between these two people is a bit outrageous. Now you two have to use the money in my insole to have a barbecue, and you have to clean your faces one by one. Is that why we study internet projects? Especially for Chen Bai and Qi Tongwei, they increasingly felt that this kid was different from the lower-class children from his impression of being from a strong family background. Ouyang Mofei shook hands with Chen Bai, indicating that this cooperation has officially begun. However, before he could let go of his hand, Ouyang Mofei said, "Give me some startup funds first, I don't have the money to eat." You can tell from her appearance that this girl has also lived a life of eating without stopping, and she is even inferior to Chen Bai Qi Tongwei. After all, the two are at school, while she drifts alone in society. How much do you want? 300. Chen Bai nodded, the money was naturally due. It's embarrassing to say that Chen Bai currently doesn't have 300 yuan in his pocket. So Chen Bai looked at Qi Tongwei. At this glance, Qi Tongwei immediately panicked. I didn't say a word or participate in the whole process, how could I still have to pay? He only has a total of 800 yuan to save his life. He just spent 100 yuan, and now he wants to spend another 300 yuan. This is his entire semester's living expenses. Are you doing it yourself or should I take it? Chen Bai and Qi Tongwei were not polite at all. He knew that difficulties were only temporary. But Qi Tongwei didn't know, now his face was starting to sweat. Xiao Bai, it's really gone. Stop talking nonsense, you're considered a shareholder. Qiba will give you a 10% dividend. Qi Tongwei shook his head like a tambourine. I don't want any dividends, can I not participate? If you keep bothering me, I'll take it myself. Qi Tongwei finally pulled out 300 yuan from the insole with a face full of sadness and anger. In fact, it can be seen from his actions that he really treated Chen Bai as a brother. Half of his wealth and life were now squandered by Chen Bai, and although he was in pain, he still gave it. At this moment, Ouyang Mofei's expression was also a bit complicated as he took the 300 yuan with a hint of flavor. At this moment, none of them could imagine that a legendary group had started with 300 yuan pulled out from the insoles. At night, because the dormitory building was locked, Chen Baiqi and Tong Wei simply didn't go back. Coincidentally, Ouyang Mofei helped them get a free internet machine, so they directly booked accommodation in the internet cafe. Of course, to avoid being discovered, the two only operated one machine. Qi Tongwei's face was full of curiosity as he approached surfing the internet that he had never encountered before, while Chen Bai closed his eyes and pretended to sleep on the side. Actually, he is opening a treasure chest. Yes, just as we shook hands and officially cooperated with Ouyang Mofei, the system gave another prompt. He successfully rewrote the fate of the plot character Ouyang Mofei. This rewrite is even more exaggerated than Ho Yangping, with a magnitude of up to 91%. So, the system rewarded an SS-level treasure chest. In addition, with the previously unopened S.level, Chen Bai is now preparing to open both treasure chests. According to the system, it is not certain that anything will come out of this treasure chest. Compared to some skill attributes, Chen Bai hopes to open up some funds to give him some primitive capital. The SS-level treasure chest has been opened. Congratulations to the host for obtaining a 20-point bonus in luck attributes. Host's current luck value is 34 points, what? Chen Bai couldn't help but be taken aback. So originally, his luck was only 14 points, and this SS-level treasure chest increased by 20 points wildly. What is the use of luck, which cannot be seen or touched? To be honest, Chen Bai is a bit disappointed. Compared to this elusive 20 points of luck, Chen Bai even felt that it was better to give him 20,000 yuan directly. Chen Bai, who didn't give up, decided to open another box as well. I've added 20 points to my luck, so I can always come up with something good this time. The S.level treasure chest has been opened. Congratulations to the host for obtaining a 10-point luck attribute bonus. Host's current luck value is 44 points. Chen Bai was speechless in an instant. What's so special about luck? This thing can't be eaten as a meal, and it was open twice in a row. Do you call this luck? At this moment, Chen Bai was full of anger, but later he understood something. It was precisely because of good luck that he was able to open the lucky chest twice in a row. Later, he opened various good things from the chest. But it is precisely luck, this elusive thing, that is the most precious, and the probability of brushing it out is extremely low. Time and earth all work together, and heroes are not free to be transported. Early the next morning, Chen Bai felt the usefulness of good luck. P.S. The data for the new book period is very important. If you like this topic, please give us some flower reviews. I will definitely work hard to update it. Thank you very much. Cheng Bing outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. Chen Bai's first barrel of gold. You are listening at novelfull.audio. In an unlicensed office in Daijing, several men wearing checkered shirts and high glasses are gathered together to curse at their mothers. Lao Wang, the domain name of Sina.com has been registered by someone. Ah! Not only that, Sina1.com, Xianlang.com, Sina888.com, but any domain name that can have some connection with Sina has all been registered. Several glasses men were all confused. Their company registration has been completed, so they call it Sina. The name cannot be changed, but now the domain name is gone. As an internet product, domain names are very important. They can register any individual domain name, but when users see that the domain name has nothing to do with Sina, it's too informal. Is this someone deliberately messing us up? Yes, just in case, Chen Bai not only registered a Sina.com, but also registered all the relevant domain names. As a result, Chen Bai's already limited savings were all spent on registering domain names, and even for a barbecue, he had to pay from Qi Tongwei's insoles. And it has been proven that Chen Bai's playing style really disgusts Sina's Lao Wang and others. Lao Wang, I found it. It's an IP from the Handong side. I found a post that said the domain name is in his hands, and I checked the phone number. It's a public phone in a dormitory of Handong University. College students. Be good, nowadays college students are amazing. The next morning, Chen Bai returned to his dormitory to pick up his books. Before he could even go to class, he heard someone calling him on a public phone. Hello. Hello, I am from Sina Company and I would like to talk to you about domain names. Chen Bai didn't expect that the domain name he seized yesterday would be called by Sina today. Can it be said that the intangible luck attribute is really playing a role? How to address it? You don't need to address me, just call me a kind-hearted person. Chen Bai's one sentence left the other party angry and silent for half a day. Let's talk about the conditions. 100,000. In the current year of 2004, 100,000 yuan is really not a small sum of money. Currently, the living expenses of ordinary college students are only a few hundred yuan per month. The other party didn't expect Chen Bai to speak so loudly, covering the phone and discussing for a while. 5,000, classmate. I'm not sure if you're interested or not, but the registration fee for a domain name is 50 yuan. We'll pay 5,000, and you've already earned 100 times the profit. 80,000. The other party thought he was a college student who ran into a dead mouse, but little did they know that Chen Bai's move was to steal their wool. 180,000 yuan is a huge sum of money for ordinary families, but for these ambitious internet companies, it is really not a broken bones. Of course, negotiations involve a back-and-forth exchange. 10,000. 60,000. 30,000. 50,000. Deal. Chen Bai hesitated for a moment while holding the phone. In fact, he is not sure how much Sina is willing to pay for this domain name. He has been deceiving the other party to determine their bottom line. I didn't expect him to say 50,000 yuan, and the other party directly agreed. 50,000 is really not a small sum of money in 2004. You should know that Qi Tongwei saved only 800 yuan by living frugally and working hard to study. But at this moment, the other party's decision was so straightforward, but Chen Bai realized that the bidding was still a bit conservative. Additionally, I have a condition that I can package and sell other Sina-related domain names, such as Sina1.com, to you. The other party remained silent for a while, perhaps not expecting a college student to be so difficult to deal with. Can you give me a price? Hehe, let's talk about it this time. The package price is 10,000 yuan, for a total of 10 related domain names. Sure. On this day, Chen Bai skipped his first morning class for the first time in his college career. He went to the bank to withdraw money, and also provided a transaction domain name for Sina. 60,000 yuan, when Chen Bai directly took out 6 stacks of red banknotes at once, even the female teller at the bank's eyes changed a bit. Chen Bai first gave Ouyang Mofei, who was developing a tieba, 1,000 yuan, along with a host with better performance than the internet cafe, before returning to school. Selling domain names is just the first step in his plan. And this is only Sina. At present, he has the exclusive domain names of 6 internet companies. It's only a matter of time for those companies to come to negotiate. And his first bucket of gold at the moment is truly in his hands. What is the concept of 60,000 yuan in this era? It's not an exaggeration to say that the barbecue he invited Ouyang Mofei to have last night was eaten by the 3 of them in a hurry, and they even drank alcohol. It only cost them over 80 yuan. Handong University, large classroom. After class, Zhong Xiaoai directly approached Qi Tongwei, who was wearing 2 black circles under his eyes. Qi Gu, what about Xiao Bai? Today is Professor Sun's class. How could he be absent from class? Zhong Xiaoai is indeed a bit anxious. Last night, she thought all night and had a bold idea in her heart, which was to make the Zhong family truly accept Chen Bai as their son-in-law. She likes Chen Bai, and she thinks that if she misses Chen Bai, she probably won't have any love in her life again. So she's serious now. To achieve success with Chen Bai, the first step is for Chen Bai to show a way of making the Zhong family look up to him. But I waited for a class today and all the seats were occupied, but I couldn't see Chen Bai's figure. He said something was up this morning. Qi Tongwei's internet cafe provides free accommodation, and now his sleepy eyes are almost unable to open. In addition, he comes from a mountain village and is inevitably timid in front of a school flower like Zhong Xiaoai, and his speech is very unnatural. Sometimes he really admires Chen Bai. A girl like Zhong Xiaoai with a strong aura, he stuttered every word he said, but Chen Bai was able to directly take her down. I'll go back to your dormitory with you. What's going on, Xiao Bai? Zhong Xiaoai's heart was in turmoil. Last night's conversation with her mother made her think a lot. She is a stubborn girl, and if she sees things right, she will definitely hit the south wall without looking back. What's wrong with Chen Bai? Political Science and Law University is not an ordinary university, and the consequences of absenteeism are very serious. Fortunately, Professor Sun went crazy today and for the first time before class, he didn't call the roll. But if he can escape once, he can't always be lucky. Chen Bai didn't know that his luck attribute was already working, and skipping a class in the morning was nothing. He had just returned to campus after finishing his off-campus work when he saw Zhong Xiaoai downstairs in his dormitory. I was about to find you. As soon as Zhong Xiaoai saw Chen Bai, she went up and punched Chen Bai's chest with a powder fist. Why don't you go to class? Fortunately, Professor Sun didn't call the roll today, otherwise. Eat this first, it's still hot. When Chen Bai took out the steaming Xiaolongbao, Zhong Xiaoai's heart melted instantly. This is her favorite Xiaolongbao. A girl like her, if you give her a phone, flowers, bags, or anything valuable, she won't feel anything. Instead, a bag of Xiaolongbao made her eyes red in an instant. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. I can't take this money of 7. You are listening at Novel Full.Audio. Just as Chen Bai Zhong and Xiao'ai were standing downstairs in the men's dormitory, chatting with each other, Ouyang Mofei happened to come back from class. Although he had already accepted this fact in his heart, Ouyang Mofei's head still hummed and his eyes were filled with resentment when he saw the intimate appearance of the two people. He hates Chen Bai Jiehu, and even more so hates Zhong Xiaoai for being blind. He chased Zhong Xiaoai for more than 3 years without any success, but Chen Bai snatched her heart as soon as he appeared. Of course, given the background, he dared not harbor any retaliatory feelings towards Zhong Xiaoai, but instead attributed all of this debt to Chen Bai. Chen Bai, you step on your horse and wait for me. At noon, Chen Bai called out Qi Tongwei, who was working in the school cafeteria. What's wrong, Xiao Bai? If you have anything to say, I need to hurry back and wash the dishes. Chen Bai smiled and handed over a box, but Qi Tongwei took it over and looked a bit dumbfounded. Motorola E680. Qi Tongwei is very poor, but he is also a college student. The news is not overwhelming, and he actually knows very well about the hottest phone on the market at present. This phone costs over 4,000 yuan, and in this era, it is a symbol of status. I'll send it to you. This Motorola E680, Chen Bai bought 2 at once, one for himself and one for Qi Tongwei. At this time, mobile entertainment functions were quite scarce, but they were essential tools for doing business. At this moment, Qi Tongwei's eyes widened and he quickly pulled Chen Bai aside. Xiao Bai, did you grab a phone store? Just last night, Chen Bai was snatching money from his insole. Where did he get the money to buy such an expensive phone? Chen Bai chuckled and said. The domain name has been sold, which can be considered as your investment dividend. Ah! Did it sell so quickly? Qi Tongwei didn't ask how much money was sold, and Chen Bai didn't say either. In fact, both of these people have a considerable sense of propriety in their hearts. Xiao Bai, why don't you return your phone? I want my phone to be useless. Qi Tongwei is actually too embarrassed to say that he needs money more than a phone. Chen Bai couldn't have thought of this and reached out to take out a stack of red banknotes and slapped them in Qi Tongwei's hand. I'll give you a tip. This stack of banknotes is worth 5,000 yuan. Facing a mobile phone worth over 4,000 yuan, Qi Tongwei didn't feel much, but when faced with a full 5,000 yuan, he was really surprised. You should know that the villagers went door to gather the money for him to go to college, and the total amount was only 2,800 yuan. Coming from a humble background and enduring poverty, Qi Tongwei's hand was trembling with 5,000 yuan. This is the first time in his life that he has received so much money. He knew that Chen Bai must have made a fortune by selling domain names. But hesitating repeatedly, Qi Tongwei still suppressed his greed in his heart and said with a straight face. I'll take 500, I can't take the rest, and I don't want my phone either. This statement was not driven by his self-esteem, but he was well aware that Chen Bai's family conditions were also poor, even poorer than him. Besides, Chen Bai still needs to do business and needs capital, so he cannot take this money. Qi Tongwei admits that he is not a good person, but he is definitely a person who exchanges sincerity for sincerity and seeks to repay kindness. Take it, I still have it, but I don't recommend sending all this money home. There's too much money, it will scare your family. You can also hold your phone, it's convenient to contact your home later. Besides, if you want to help me with my business in the future, how can I contact you anytime without a phone outside? Chen Bai is also very careful to protect Qi Tongwei's self-esteem, saying that he should let Qi Tongwei help him, not him. Chen Bai knows very well what kind of person Qi Tongwei is. And just as Qi Tongwei's eyes were slightly red as he held the money, Chen Bai's mind heard a system prompt sound. The host has successfully rewritten the fate of the plot character Qi Tongwei, with a change of 33%. The reward A-level treasure chest has been received. Chen Bai couldn't help but be taken aback at the words. He had been with Qi Tongwei for not a day or two, but it was the first time that their fate had changed. It seems that this 5,000 yuan really holds extraordinary significance for the current Qi Tongwei. However, this is also a good thing. As a brother, Chen Bai does not want Qi Tongwei to follow the same path as in the original plot. He deserves a more brilliant life. Chen Bai patted Qi Tongwei's shoulder. I'll quit working in the cafeteria later, buddy. I urgently need your help now. By the way, don't stuff these 5,000 yuan into the insole, it probably won't fit either. In the next few days, I didn't know whether the attribute of luck was playing a role. There were various internet companies coming to Chen Bai to buy domain names. Of course, not all companies are as willing as Sina. Most of Chen Bai's other domain names were only sold for 230,000 yuan, and there was even a small company with limited funds that only sold for 5,000 yuan. But this thing was originally a business without any capital, selling as much as possible was for profit, and Chen Baiji was not here, so he did not dwell on the price. His main idea is to sell as soon as you pay. However, Chen Bai was unaware that his recent attempt to seize domain names and sell them for money had fallen into the eyes of some malicious individuals online. Many people in the technology industry have heard that there is a clever college student in Handong who made a small fortune by seizing domain names. So not long after, many people also joined the business of seizing domain names. Fortunately, Chen Bai only plans to make a profit and leave. The domain name sold in the past few days has already given him nearly 200,000 yuan of original capital. In this era, 200,000 yuan is definitely a huge sum of money for a college student. Heizi, what have Chen Bai and Qi Tongwei been busy with lately? It's mysterious. I think Qi Tongwei has already used Motorola. In the same dormitory, Ho Yongping has been quietly observing the movements of these two people. But Chen and Bai have a strong sense of confidentiality. They didn't tell anyone about selling domain names to make a fortune, not even Zhong Xiaoai knew, let alone Ho Yongping. The honest man Chen Hai shook his head with a simple and honest expression on his face. I don't know, but I heard they are currently in talks with students and seem to want to promote a campus forum or something. Upon hearing Chen Hai's words, Ho Yongping narrowed his eyes. Does Chen Bai request the student union? That's easy to handle. He is now a member of the student union. At present, Ho Yongping has only one purpose, and whatever Chen Bai wants to do, he will destroy it. At the same time, Chen Baiqi and Wei are running around Handong University. Xiao Bai, have you heard about the Ma family's deadly poisoning case? You said, Ho Yongping wouldn't have poisoned us too, would he? Chen Bai was both in tears and laughter, but at the same time, his heart was also shocked. Because he found that this world was somewhat strange, even though it was a fusion of film and television backgrounds, some things that happened in the past life would also happen in this world. For example, the current sensational Ma family Jew incident, although there are some discrepancies between the timeline and Blue Star, the process and results are similar. Not to mention, this incident has frightened college students across the country. When they look at their roommates whom they usually don't deal with, their eyes inevitably become a bit more guarded and fearful. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. 8. Promotion of Handong University Bar. You are listening at Novel Full.audio. Ho Yongping hates himself, and Chen Bai is very clear about it. But he also knew that Hou Yangping would never do something like Ma Jiajue poisoning to kill 800 enemies and self-harm 1,000. Everything this guy does is for his own future. Of course, this guy will definitely try his best to cause trouble for Chen Bai. In the evening, at an off-campus barbecue stall, Chen Bai invited the student president of Handong University to a meal. The student president's name is Wang Kai, a junior in the Department of Information Technology. He is not very old, but his speech and behavior are full of official authority. The students in the student union, with some power in their hands, inevitably feel a bit inflated and like to speak in an official tone. This Wang Kai is even more funny. I don't know where he got a black executive jacket to wear all day long, and coupled with his relatively old appearance, he walks around the school like a school leader. Xiao Chen, I think the forum you mentioned. Hou Yangping greeted Wang Kai in the afternoon. As a member of the student union, Wang Kai also heard that Hou Yangping had some energy at home, so he was willing to give Hou Yangping this face. So he decided to refuse the campus promotion of Jiba for Chen Bai. The student union may seem unremarkable, but in reality, it still has some real power on campus. Not to mention dormitory inspections and ratings, but just the campus promotion is managed by the student union. Without establishing connections with the student union, Chen Bai could only knock on the doors of each dormitory. Of course, the refusal was a rejection, and Wang Kai still didn't want to miss out on a free barbecue. Leader, let me raise a toast first. Chen Bai could tell from Wang Kai's expression that things had changed. However, his words of leadership directly lifted Wang Kai's mood into an incredibly comfortable state, and the smile on his lips couldn't be suppressed. In a daze, Wang Kai seemed to have truly become a high-ranking official. Xiao Chen, it's not that I'm not helping you, it's just. After a few drinks, Wang Kai's liking for the sensible Chen Bai has greatly increased. If he really is a leader, he really wants to transfer this sensible junior to become his secretary. A child can be taught. Hou Yangping is not an ordinary student after all, and Wang Kai dare not refuse to give him face, so Wang Kai hesitated for a moment. At this moment, an envelope handed by Chen Bai from under the table made Wang Kai's face instantly change. Wang Kai looked around and noticed that no one was paying attention. He carefully opened the envelope and was immediately stunned. If you read it correctly, there should be at least 2,000 yuan in the envelope. For Wang Kai, this is not a small sum of money. Cough cough, inside, Xiao Chen, what does this mean? Wang Kai pretended to be calm on the surface, but his heart was racing wildly. To be honest, as a student president, there are people asking him for help every day, but this is the first time he has seen the actual benefits. Moreover, this incident gave him a very wonderful feeling, as if he had truly become a big shot and was being tested by money. Chen Bai picked up a glass of wine and said with a smile. With a little heart, I hope leaders can make it convenient for me to post things in my bar. Wang Kai raised his eyebrows and put the envelope into his pocket without leaving any trace. Cough, this is easy to say, easy to say. This is 2,000 yuan. Although his family conditions are good, his monthly living expenses are only 800 yuan. Recently, my girlfriend has been arguing about buying a phone, and if she doesn't buy it, she will break up with him. Wang Kai is having a headache. Chen Bai's 2,000 yuan simply solved his urgent need. By comparison, Hou Yangping's face is nothing. Although Hou Yangping is also a member of the student union, when you ask me for help, you can just touch the skin of your mouth and it's over. This person named Chen Bai still knows how to handle affairs and get on the road. In turn, Xiao Chen, I already understand the situation and I will handle it for you. But tonight's matter, I hope you can keep it a secret, haha. Watching Wang Kai's unnatural expression, Chen Bai couldn't help but laugh and cry in his heart. This grandson is both greedy and cowardly, wanting to receive money but afraid of accidents. But he is just a student president, so why not a real leader? Even if he collects money, it can't be considered a benefit. He's afraid of nothing. Chen Bai doesn't really want this Wang Kai to enter the system in the heart. If such a grandson really becomes a leader in the future, how can there be good? The Handong University bar was his first attempt at Qiba, and it was also an experiment before the official promotion, so he was determined to win. Ouyang has been sleeping non-stop for a few days and has already completed the infrastructure of the Qiba. The section of the Handong University bar has also been created, but it's just time for promotion. But Chen Bai has a lot of things to do, and he cannot focus all his energy on promoting Qiba. So give Wang Kai some money to promote through the relationship with the student union, and this money is worth it. In Chen Bai's view, things that can be accomplished with money are not considered a task. Leader, to be honest with you, this forum was founded by a very powerful company outside of school. The company owner said that as long as it can be promoted on campus, money is not a big deal. If the number of users in Qiba reaches 2,000 within a week, an additional 1,000 bonus will be added. If the number of users reaches 4,000, an additional 2,000 bonus will be added, with no upper limit. Chen Bai did not reveal his identity as the founder of Qiba, but fabricated an off-campus company owner. This also made Wang Kai more interested in this matter. Upon hearing that there was still money to take, his eyes immediately became even brighter. Leader, I won't take any of this bonus personally. As long as the promotion is good, this money will be yours. Wang Kai's heart surged with Chen Bai's words. This is the first time Wang Kai has realized that the position of student president can bring such great benefits. So he immediately filled a glass of wine. Xiao Chen, don't worry, this matter is up to me. In a week, I will have all students at Handong University use your post. Of course, Wang Kai is bragging. Although some college students from affluent families in this era already have personal computers, not everyone has access to the internet. Even if they go to internet cafes outside of school, most students prefer to play games instead of rowing on forums. However, Chen Bai is not in a hurry, seeking promotion from the student union is just the first step in his plan. The action is quite fast. In 2 days, there have been 700 registered users, all of whom are students from your university, Handong University. 2 days later, a residential building rented out a house. Ouyang said with a smile. This is her temporary residence, small, dilapidated, with extremely poor lighting. Fortunately, the rent is cheap, only 300 yuan per month. At this moment, Chen Bai was not in the mood to look at her boudoir, but was staring at the computer screen. Wang Kai is greedy for money, but he can still handle things. He used the power of the student union to encourage people below to crazily promote Qiba through sleep checks. As long as you register for Qiba, he will give extra points to the dormitory hygiene assessment. If you don't register, he will deduct points from you. With this trend, more and more college students are naturally pouring into Qiba. And the campus-exclusive section, for now, is a rare thing. Students click in and it looks quite interesting, and then they start chatting and paddling here. Chat about the delicious food around the school, gossip about the school, which professor is the least human, and campus supernatural legends. It has to be said that there aren't too many people at Handong University right now, but it's quite lively. At this moment, Chen Bai decided to add another spark to the Handong University bar. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. 9. So we're cohabiting now. You are listening at novelfull.audio. Handong School Flower Competition. Looking at Chen Baigang's just posted post, Ouyang was momentarily stunned. Yes, in Chen Bai's opinion, if you want to stir up the atmosphere of a campus post bar, the school flower competition is definitely a big killer. Regardless of the era, students are extremely enthusiastic about selecting school flowers. Previously, although there were various rumors of school flowers on campus, they were all passed down by word of mouth and did not form a true system. And what Chen Bai needs to do now is to directly boost the reputation of Handong University Bar on campus through the school flower competition. In order to strive for excellence, Chen Bai even put in a lot of effort and obtained photos of several school flowers of Handong University, including those of Zhong Xiaoai. As expected, when Chen Bai posted a school flower competition post with illustrations and text, it quickly caught the attention of many students. The school flower competition. It's interesting. I think the top scorer of the 2004 grade is undoubtedly Zhong Xiaoai from the political and legal system. Unfortunately, Zhong Xiaoai's famous flower has taken over. The day before yesterday, I saw her taking a walk on campus with a guy who looks really cute. Why don't you have Liang Lu at level 05? I think Liang Lu is also good. It is said that his family is very talented. Upstairs, I see you're really hungry. Can Liang Lu also be considered a school flower? Overall, Liang Lu feels pretty good, mainly because of her strong background. This is a school flower competition, it's not better than anyone else's family. Seeing the appearance of Liang Lu's name, Chen Bai was not surprised. She is also a student of Handong University, only 1 year older than them. In the original plot, the fact that Qi Tongwei's life is on a difficult path is largely attributed to this woman. As a friend, Chen Bai feels that it is his duty in this life to watch over Qi Tongwei. You can talk to anyone in love, but you can't talk to Liang Lu. The post has already been posted, and Chen Bai will only wait for the Handong University Bar to become popular before promoting it to other schools, and finally gradually reaching the entire network. Chen Bai must first build the post bar into a phenomenal internet product if he wants to make Dunyang pay a lot of money to buy it. Chen Bai, do you have a girlfriend? Ouyang couldn't help but be taken aback when he asked coldly. Yeah, what's wrong? Ouyang Mofei glanced at him and turned his head, pretending to be indifferent. It's okay, feel free to ask. It was not until now that Chen Bai noticed that after a few days of absence, Ouyang Mofei's dressing style seemed to have changed. Although it still feels a bit punk and unconventional, the previously exaggerated non-mainstream killer hairstyle is gone, and the lip studs on the mouth are also gone. What about your previous style? Ouyang gave him a blank glance. I help you, this unscrupulous capitalist, work every day. You're so busy that you can't even afford to eat. How can you have time to look good? Thank you very much. Ouyang Mofei is indeed a genius, one person can even lead a team. The most important thing is that this girl has a tenacity and needs to do everything well, including sleeping and forgetting food. If it weren't for her, Chen Bai's Jiaba wouldn't have been released so quickly. You pack up and prepare to move. Chen Bai is not the kind of unscrupulous boss who wants his horses to run and not eat grass. Ouyang Mofei has made great contributions, so he naturally wants to provide better treatment. Why? I have rented a better house for you, which is also close to our school. I will take you to move there in a little while. Before coming, Chen Bai had already rented the house. He has a lot of things to do outside of school now, and it's always inconvenient for him to stay in the dormitory. Moreover, Ouyang Mofei's current working environment is really terrible, and she needs to be improved. Not long after, the two of them arrived at the residential area of the family building of Handong University, wrapped up in small packages. Many of the people living here are faculty members of Handong University, which is close to the school and has a good environment. Wow, so big. As soon as he entered the door, Ouyang couldn't help but exclaim in amazement. The shabby house she used to live in was less than 10 square meters, but now this house is over 130 square meters, with 3 bedrooms and 1 living room. In 2004, such a house was already quite upscale. Here we go. Qi Tongwei, who had been sent by Chen Bai to clean up earlier, had a strange expression when he saw Ouyang Mofei. Pulling Chen Bai aside, Qi Tongwei asked in a low voice. Didn't you say you want to live here? You want to live with this girl? What about Zhong Xiaoai? Chen Bai gave him a punch in tears and laughter. What are you thinking? Mofei, this can be considered as our shared studio and everyone's dormitory. You usually work and live here, and I may occasionally come here for the night, but there are many rooms here, don't you mind? Ouyang Mofei, a non-mainstream girl, doesn't care about this kind of thing and just nods. Okay, but let me choose the room first. On the way out to buy daily necessities, Qi Tongwei hesitated and said. Xiao Bai, I know you're getting rich, but you've been spending money too quickly lately. People from our backgrounds dare not drift away. Once we make a mistake, there is no chance for us to turn things around. Chen Bai knew that Qi Tongwei was considering him. The rental of this house was arranged by Qi Tongwei, with a monthly rent of 1,500 yuan, paid in full for 1 year at a time, plus 2 months of deposit. This cost him 20,000 yuan, which made Qi Tongwei, who used to work in the cafeteria and earn 500 yuan per month, feel a little nervous. Now he is not the later director Qi who dominated the world, but just a rural child who has just been admitted to university, with limited perspectives. Well, I have a plan in mind. Also, Xiao Bai, you and Ouyang live in the same room. What if Zhong Xiaoai finds out? This place is so close to the school. If you know, then you know. I'm planning to take her over to take a look in a few days. Ah. At the same time, Zhong Xiaoai also risked her life to help Chen Bai brush her impression score in front of her family. The person on the phone with her at this moment is her cousin, who has graduated for several years but has not entered the system. Of course, they all come from the Zhong family, and her cousin is very popular in society. Wherever she goes, others should respectfully call her Zhong Xiao. Listen to Aunt Air, are you in love? Where did the wild boar come from? Dare to attack our Zhong family's little cabbage. Brother, don't say that. Chen Bai is really impressive. Zhong Xiaoai is well aware of the significant gap between Chen Bai's background and the Zhong family. Their relationship will inevitably go through hardships in the future. However, she is a girl with a firm heart. Since she has identified herself, she must work hard to overcome all difficulties. Chen Bai made a lot of money by making his own internet domain name. He is not very good at home, but he can certainly make a fortune on his own. It's over, it's over. As expected, the female major won't stay. Brother, actually I'm calling you to ask for something. Do you have any friends in the music industry who can release and produce songs? Are you going to release a song? No, it's Chen Bai who wrote 2 songs for me. I think they sound super good. If they don't be released, it would be too wasteful. P.S. Week and week, seek some fresh flowers, and strive to achieve more success. Qiming outing in happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th. 10 was targeted by a venomous snake. You are listening at novel full.audio. Ho go, I heard about it. Chen Bai rented a house in the family building and even had a girl live in today. Did you take any photos? I caught it, but my phone's pixels are not good and it's a bit blurry. Ho Liangping thought for a moment and took out 300 yuan. The small boy took the money and left with great gratitude. This person was specifically hired by Ho Liangping to track Chen Bai. He always felt that Chen Bai and Qi Tongwei had been sneaking around recently, but he was afraid of being discovered by Chen Bai after following him, so he directly found a student to do this. Last time he wanted to sabotage Chen Bai's promotion of Tiba, but student president Wang Kai went crazy and didn't give him face. He even played hard to help Chen Bai. This really fueled Ho Liangping's anger and made him even more curious about what Chen Bai was doing outside of school. But now it's better, finally he found Chen Bai's horse feet. In the evening, Ho Liangping crouched stealthily near the family building. When he saw Chen Bai and Qi Tongwei leaving, He immediately followed the house number given by the student being monitored and found the door. Knock and knock. Who is it? I'm Chen Bai's roommate. He asked me to bring something. He lives here, right? Ouyang Mofei opened the door and stared at Ho Liangping for a while. He just left, haven't you met him yet? Ah, that might be a mistake. This is the daily necessities that Chen Bai asked me to help move over. Ho Liangping's acting skills are good, and he came knocking on the door again. Ouyang was not familiar with the conflict between him and Chen Bai, so he didn't doubt anything too much. Then you come in. As soon as he entered the door, Ho Liangping saw 3 whole computers in the living room, seemingly running something. Ho Liangping couldn't help but curse inwardly upon seeing this. Chen Bai used to be even poorer than Qi Tongwei, but now he has to rent a house and buy a computer. Where on earth did he get so much money? Definitely not from the right path. Seeing Ouyang staring at him, Ho Liangping disguised himself with a kind smile. Are you your younger sister? Chen Bai is the same. She has such a beautiful girlfriend hidden away, not to mention letting the brothers see her. Ouyang's face turned red instantly when he said this sentence. No, you misunderstood. I work for Chen Bai, this is just our studio. After all, Ouyang is not yet an adult. Although he has a strong IT talent, he has little experience in interpersonal relationships and was really fooled by Ho Liangping. Ho Liangping rolled his eyes and smiled. Last time Chen Bai asked me to help him with something, I didn't quite believe it. I didn't expect him to actually make it happen. I underestimated him too. But you are so advanced in internet, I don't think I can help you even if I come. Ho Liangping's intelligence is not low, and he comes from an official family. A few ambiguous words immediately made Ouyang Mofei mistake him for his own. Actually, it's not very advanced, it's just a post bar, similar to a forum. We really need manpower to help us now. Every day, the posts posted in the bar have to be manually reviewed, and I can't handle it alone. Brother, if you really want to help, just tell Chen Bai to share the workload of reviewing posts and ask him to pay you a salary, hehe. Ho Liangping was shocked at the words. He originally thought that Chen Bai was promoting that post bar to help off-campus companies earn some commission, but he didn't expect that this business was actually owned by Chen Bai himself. This is quite special, can it be troublesome? Still hiding so deep. At present, the Handong University Bar is a popular group on campus, especially after the recent school flower competition. Students are usually discussing the matter of this post bar. Thinking of this, Ho Liangping felt even more displeased and made up his mind to sell Chen Bai's business to him. Review posts. They are all posts made by students themselves. Do we still need to review them? Of course, Qiba has now been officially listed and registered, and is subject to supervision by the cybersecurity management regulations. If there is some bad information inside the Qiba and we are unable to review and ban it in a timely manner, then the Qiba is easily banned. Ouyang Mofei is telling the truth. Although the internet industry has just begun to rise in 2004, even at this time, the network is not an illegal place. This is also Chen Bai's negligence. He has been busy with too many things recently, and the progress of Qiba has been too fast. He forgot about the review issue for a while. Now the audit work is being watched by Ouyang alone. A girl who is not yet 18 years old wakes up earlier than a chicken and goes to bed later than a dog all day. But she is not someone who likes to complain, especially in front of Chen Bai. She didn't even mention a word of bitterness. At this moment, Ho Liangping's lips had unconsciously shown a sinister smile. He originally intended to find some evidence to break up Zhong Xiaoai and Chen Bai on this trip, but unexpectedly, he also gained unexpected rewards. Compared to filing a lawsuit, letting Chen Bai's Qiba business be banned is more reassuring. Hehe, that's okay. I'll ask Chen Bai later. Maybe we'll become colleagues in the future. Ho Yangping had a plan in his heart and happily bid farewell. And Ouyang felt that he and Chen Bai were roommates, and they met soon. He didn't tell Chen Bai about the current situation, but instead went to his own work. At this moment, Chen Bai was unaware that he had been targeted by a venomous snake. He is busy flirting with Zhong Xiaoai in the small forest. Hate. Under the bright moonlight, Zhong Xiaoai's little face turned red. Just now, an accidental hit allowed Chen Bai to smoothly get to second base. At this moment, Zhong Xiaoai had long forgotten about the advice she gave to protect herself from being taken advantage of. A girl in a passionate relationship cannot maintain her rationality at all. Xiao Bai, I want to produce and release the 2 songs you wrote for me. It would be a pity if only I had heard such a beautiful song myself. Zhong Xiaoai actually wants to use this to give Chen Bai a gold medal. Although writing songs is not considered the most valuable ability, it is also a manifestation of personal talent. She really wants the Zhong family to know how powerful the boy she likes is. The song is written for you, of course you can handle it. Chen Bai had nothing to say about this. After all, becoming a singer was not part of his lifelong plan. He mainly wrote songs to soak Zhong Xiaoai. Even if it's released, don't expose my true identity. Being too famous is not good for entering the system in the future. Zhong Xiaoai nodded thoughtfully. As a celebrity, the higher the level of attention, the better. The path of the system can be taken, but the lower the profile, the better. After all, Mu Xiu will be destroyed by Lin Feng. So, choose a stage name. Okay, I wrote this song for you, and you should also be one of the creators, so let's take one character from each of our names for this stage name. Which 2 words should I take? Take Xiao from your name, Bai from my name, and call your stage name Xiao Bai. Upon hearing this, Zhong Xiaoai was initially shocked and then burst out laughing. Disgusting. Qingming outing and happy reading. Charge 100 and get 500 VIP coupons. Immediate recharge, activity period. April 4th to April 6th.